Alright, so we're back here with the motor again. All I had to do is pretty much take off the rest of the bolts that were right here. I took that off already. And then I have to take off the oil pan right here, which I've been doing for the past, I'm not gonna lie, probably like an hour. There's about like 20 bolts all the way around, but the hardest part is that you have to take this off. Trying to take it off, been using this, put it in there, pry it off, but I've also been doing it through the back here, and this seemed to help the most, is doing it through the back right here. My knees are killing me, man. I have bad knees. Yes, finally. Oh my God. Oh, there's a lot of oil in here, oh my God. Here, you guys can see what it looks like underneath right here. Yeah, there's this, gotta take off a few of these bolts off, and then gotta take this part off right here and take all of this off, so then I can work underneath it. Nice, I can see all the main caps in there, the crank, pretty cool. All I have to take off is this piece right here, and I already took off all the hardware, all the bolts, all the way around, underneath, inside. All the hardware's right here, and you can see we're already pretty much there. All we have to do is take this piece off, and then we can take off the main caps, the rods, the crank, everything. I pretty much already got this off right here. You can see there's a little crack, so I just pried it off from this little corner right here with the pry bar. And then also there's like another spot right here where you can kind of dig in and pry it off, and it's already coming off all the way across. I was here struggling, like, why can I not get this off? Because I kept prying it around and it would not crack. And then I realized that there's like a bolt hidden right in here in the back the whole time, and I didn't know, because there's like bolts all in here, like 1, 2, 3, and then like 4, 5, 6. Well, we got it off. Nice. You guys can see there. That came off super easy. This is sketchy. Not too sure how it works. So you guys can see what the inside of a 2JZ looks like. So we got the main caps right here. I got Real Street Performance billet main caps. So these are gonna be replaced. I hear on the 2JZs, what goes out first are the main caps, which is these here. Like, you can push 700, 1,000, and they'll go out at any time. No one really knows at what power, but they say over like 750 horsepower is when the main caps go out. They can go out at any time, so that's usually what you'd want to replace. I'm not even sure how to take all of this off, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you kind of just get these bolts here, just whatever other hardware I guess you see, just take it off, and I'm sure everything just comes out. Should be pretty easy. I got one of the main caps off. A trick I learned off of YouTube, which I'll show you guys right now, is, so you take off the bolts and then you kind of just put them back inside in here like that, and kind of just wiggle it out like that, and they come out. So it's a little trick for you guys if you guys are tearing a 2JZ down. So one thing I did notice right now actually is I can spin the crank from right here, and then it'll spin everything here, and I'll be able to access these, which are right here, and they'll come out like this, so I can get the bolts out. Got my homie in his Evo pulling up. Oh, the Teggy. Wrong car. Oh, that's good right there. Okay. Ready? Just hold it. Pop out, pop. There you go. Woo! There's the rod and the piston. All right, so pretty much just smack the rod. Boom. Easy. Alright, so we're taking off this part that goes around the crank. I forget what it's called, but I bought one that's billet. this needs to come off, and then this oil pump, I think it is, comes off right here. And I think that's pretty much it that I have to take off for the machine shop. I can leave the crank inside. Should be easy for them to pull it out. Doing it this way, just put this plate in between so this is pushing against this metal thing. And then these bolts are right here. They go into this little spiky thing, whatever it's called. Oh, it's getting tighter. I'm scared, I don't know what's gonna happen. Everything's gonna fall right now. Hope it comes out. Just as I said that I was gonna snap the threads out of these bolts, because this thing barely went in there to begin with. Barely worked, but I tried to make it work. It doesn't matter if I damage this because I got a new one, so it's like whatever, but look at dude, snap the threads out. At least it came off like some of it. Maybe I can just slide the rest out. Oh, it's already like at the end. I can just pry it out since I'm not using any of this here, so if I damage this, it doesn't really matter. I got a new one in the box over there. Oh yeah, look how much that came off. Dude, this, I wonder if I can even just, oh, there you go. Chilling, hell yeah. This part comes off. So I got a new one of these by Toyota, and then I sent it over to PHR and they modify it. I don't know what it is, I forget, but they upgrade it. So this piece right here, it goes in the back on the crank. It goes this way like this. It just has a couple bolts around it, and then you kind of just pry it off, and then the whole crank. Oh fuck, it's just heavy. Oh, it pinched my skin. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Dude, this thing's like, it's like 100 pounds, dude. Look at
curl it.
Yeah. Yo, this is a heavy ass crank. I did not think this was gonna be this heavy.
Dude, they're heavy.
Oh my god. Dude, that's heavier than the head. Holy shit, no wonder it holds 1,000 horsepower or more. Oh shit, we got everything out. Dude. All the little squirters there. Now you can take these out. I'm just gonna take this part out and we're pretty much done. All right guys, the motor's officially done. Motor looks really clean too. Got your little oil squirters there that shoot into the pistons. Man, if you guys remember what this thing looked like when I was first taking it apart and how long it was taking me, the only reason it was taking me so long is because it was from the beginning, from taking off the crank bolt, that was the hardest part, and then taking off this, which goes behind the crank bolt. Those were like two main things that were really hard to take off. Other than that, taking off the bottom end was probably the easiest part after you get the oil pan off. Once you get that off, and then this off, all of this stuff here is super easy to take off. My favorite part about taking this whole motor apart was learning how everything works and how everything is put together. Because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I knew everything about motors and how everything works and how everything is connected. These are the pistons here. For those that don't know, the piston rings are right here, they go around it. And then this is the rod right here, which goes inside the piston. And then these here are the main caps. I got billet main caps from Real Straight Performance, and I will show you guys those later on. This is the first motor I've ever taken apart completely, and it's probably one of the easiest, I would say. It seemed pretty simple. It was just a bunch of random little hiccups I was running into because I didn't have the right tools, but when you have the right tools, it makes life so much easier. Gonna take this to the machine shop this week. It's like 1 in the morning right now, so if I look tired, that's probably why. But yeah, I'm hoping to make at least 1,400. If I'm somewhere in the high 1,300s, then I'll be happy. But I do want to hit 1,400, maybe in 1,450, just to make sure I hit over 1,400. But yeah, that's the goal for this motor. We should be able to make that power. Also figuring out how I'm gonna fit a big ass 80 mil turbo right here in my engine bay, because the manifold I want is from PHR. And it's a super sick manifold, and it goes connected to the head right here. I'm pretty sure the turbo is gonna hit right here because I talked to some dude on Instagram and he just finished his, and he's running a 66, 67 turbo with a CX Racing manifold. And his turbo is like this close to the strut tower. So I'm gonna need a manifold that pushes the turbo out more, at least like right over here, so I can run a huge turbo, because I don't think it's gonna fit right here. Most manifolds that I'm gonna be running are probably gonna be right here if I get one like off the shelf. So that's probably another thing I'm gonna run into later on. Hopefully I don't have to get a manifold made, because then that's just gonna make the process a lot longer. But if I do, it is what it is. Now a lot of people are saying like, oh, why are you gonna run that much horsepower? You're not even gonna get traction, this and that. As these start losing traction at like 700, 800 horsepower. Like, I know that my car is not gonna hook. I know that if I'm making 900 horsepower, it's probably not gonna hook, even with the fat tire that I was running in the back with the welds. But that's why I'm building it, and I'm learning in the process. And if I can't hook, then I'm gonna do something about it. If I gotta do something to the rear end and get a bunch of fabrication and shit done to it, then I will go that route until my car hooks. Any car can hook, you just gotta make it hook. There's an S2000 out there making 1400 horsepower, an S2000, and that shit's hooking, and it's a 6-speed. I'm gonna learn along the process, and I'm going to enjoy my car, whether it hooks or doesn't hook. That's why I'm gonna have a lot of map settings. I can set it to 700, have a 900, have a 1200 setting, have a 1400 horsepower setting. I'm gonna be running Motec as well. Stick around. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you guys are new to the channel. I'm sure you guys are really gonna enjoy the content once the car's done. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.